graders to this session of grammar. In order to meet Part F, page 16, which requires you rewrite the sentences starting with certain words, as indicated, this time give attention to complex sentences including adjective clauses, identified and unidentified, as explained in previous sessions, plus sentences beginning with phrases, such as prepositional phrases with instead of, in spite of, despite, due to, because of, or with adjective phrases, noun phrases formed by either gerunds infinitives, which are two forms of verbs, or those formed with nouns plus prepositions, the influence of supernatural powers. Phrases beginning with prepositions or prepositional combinations. Take a look at the examples before you. Instead of spending too much time on chatting, stay connected to your online sessions. Instead of spending too much time on chatting is the prepositional phrase. In spite of his hard work, he needs to learn how to synthesize. In spite of his hard work is the prepositional phrase. Due to his ignorance is the prepositional phrase here. Without staying connected is another example of prepositional phrase. Adjective phrases and clauses, also known as participle phrases, are formed by either a present participle, an ing form of a verb, or a past participle, ed form of a verb, regular verbs, or ones related to irregular verbs such as eaten, drunk, sung, broken, and so on, plus a preposition and an object of preposition, which also is a noun. They describe and add color to your writing. Take a look at the examples before you. The city of noise, bustling with activity. This is an adjective phrase describing the city of noise. So, the city of noise, bustling with activity, was unprepared for the spread of the virus. Communicating with people on Earth. I try to understand their language. Communicating with people on Earth is the adjective phrase describing the speaker I. Alerted by the loud musical machines. The visitor from outer space didn't understand people's interest in them. The opening adjective phrase is describing the visitor. As you can notice in number 2, you have the adjective phrase including a present participle. And in number 3, you have the adjective phrase beginning with a past participle. Sentences with adjective clauses. Here's a reminder. Adjective clauses are formed by relative pronouns such as who, whom, which, whose, that, where, when, plus a subject-verb clause, generating a complex sentence. These relative pronouns, as indicated before, are also considered subordinate conjunctions. No wonder why they are complex sentences or included in complex sentences. Let's examine the following examples. The creatures that don't communicate using their brains have no mental activity worthy of my concern. That don't communicate using their brains is the adjective clause describing creatures. What kind? Is it identified, an essential adjective clause, or a non-essential adjective clause? It is an identified essential, which without the sentence won't be complete. Ahmed, who is a grade 9 student, is showing a respectable attitude during Zoom sessions. Thank you, dear. Don't be jealous, class, for many of you, if not all 9A students are. But the example requires one name, and I really have to thank Ahmad because usually he finds it difficult to stay in control. but he's really showing it. Ahmad, who is a grade 9 student, is a non-identified adjective clause. Because Ahmad is identified, we know the name. That's why the who clause is an adjective clause describing Ahmad, and it is not essential to the meaning of the sentence. That's why it is enclosed in commas. It's additional, it's extra to the sentence. Let's take the following example as a task, similar to that of part F. Rewrite the sentence starting as indicated. These creatures can communicate by FIA, but not by their brains, as indicated in Visitor from Outer Space, the way we aliens do. The sentence opens with we differ from, and you're supposed to continue by rewriting the sentence without changing the meaning, but the structure. We differ from these creatures who communicate by FIA, an identified adjective clause, not by their brains as we do. So, who communicate by FIA is the adjective clause. Okay, so now you're ready for part F, and see you on the next one.